Asian women have a particular attraction to white men, and it's not simply due to genuine love. Have you ever noticed how Asian women eagerly seek out relationships with white men when they visit their countries? Some might assume it's because of financial reasons, but it's actually related to their preference for lighter skin tones. In this video, I will uncover the truth behind this phenomenon. However, I urge white men with international passports not to exploit these Asian women. I need your assurance on this matter. White men are often regarded as having a higher social status, which holds significant appeal for Asian women. Additionally, mixed-race children are highly sought after nowadays, and having a white father can boost one's cool factor. However, it's not solely about social status. Asian women also show an interest in positive eugenics, which involves wanting to have children with individuals possessing desirable genetic traits. From their perspective, white men fit the bill. After all, white men have historically dominated the world, suggesting they possess favorable qualities. It's quite perplexing, really. On one hand, white men face criticism in Western society these days, but on the other hand, Asian women seem to have a strong affinity for them. Marrying a white man can significantly transform their lives. Suddenly, they find themselves mingling with high society and the elite. And let's not forget the appeal of mixed-race children. However, it's not just Asian women who value skin color and social status. Hispanic and Black women are also drawn to this concept. In places like Brazil, your social worth is often determined by the color of your skin rather than your personality. It's like a real-life version of who's the fairest of them all. So, despite the criticisms that white men face, they still hold a prominent position in certain social circles. Interestingly, when white men have children with women of other races, they tend to be less concerned about their lineage. Why is that? It's because mixed-race kids are more likely to be accepted by society and develop diverse friendships. But it's not solely about the children. Women, particularly Asian women, place great importance on social status. I personally know a few successful white men who married wealthy, stunning Asian women. These men are not only tall and fit, but also possess engineering or military backgrounds. And their wives? Well, they are equally impressive. They have successful careers, exceptional beauty, and come from affluent families. However, here's the catch. If these men had married white women with similar qualities, they would face greater difficulties climbing the social ladder. Now, don't misunderstand me, these relationships are not without flaws. Nevertheless, they tend to be relatively stable because the wives enjoy material possessions to their heart's content. And who doesn't love indulging in a shopping spree? However, if the business ventures turn sour, it presents a whole new set of challenges. But here's the catch: you can't simply approach an Asian woman and tell her, "I want to marry you for your social status." No, it doesn't work that way. Women are skilled at projecting advantages onto themselves, and they are reluctant to share their secrets. Don't believe those who claim that women are unconcerned about men knowing their secrets. In reality, women are often more fearful than a cat in a roomful of cucumbers when it comes to confronting and comprehending their own decisions. When they feel pressured or forced to acknowledge their self-centered, predatory, and dependent nature, they react defensively, much like a cornered animal. Shedding light on gynocentrism is akin to triggering a massive existential crisis for women. Those who base their identity on the false belief that women are inherently morally superior to men exhibit significant gynocentric tendencies. Thus, while some men might perceive the negative response to the men going their own way movement as excessive, it actually signifies an impending existential crisis for women. You see, many Asian women consciously strive to elevate their own status and that of their future children. However, if they were exposed to the truth behind their motivations, it could drastically alter the game. And you know what? I don't believe it's a bad thing that the men going their own way movement is causing an existential crisis for women. After all, feminism has made it hazardous and unpopular for men to desire relationships and families. So, why not seek some form of retribution? It's high time for women to reflect on themselves honestly. Whether they resemble monsters or divas, well, that's open to debate. One thing is for sure, it's time to view women as real, imperfect human beings rather than as goddesses. Now, where were we? Yes, let's discuss the popularity of mixed-race babies born to Asian women and white men. From action stars to TV hosts, there are numerous famous men who have European and Asian heritage. Did you know that Bruce Lee had German ancestry? Or that Steven Seagal has Mongolian roots? I must admit, I was unaware until I read their biographies. And we mustn't forget Ken Reeves. He possesses Chinese heritage, and it's evident in his facial features. The interesting thing about mixed-race children is their ability to adapt socially, projecting their diverse genes in a way that appeals to people from all over the world. Asian women, in particular, desire these chameleon-like qualities for their children, as mixed-race individuals are more likely to possess such attributes compared to those with a distinct genetic background. However, it's not solely about popularity. Malay children, especially sons, represent potential future resources for their mothers. And who wouldn't want a good life and abundant opportunities for their children? This is why Asian women are inclined to marry white men, as they believe it will make their offspring more appealing. Some white men are fully aware of this, just like professional investor Jim Rogers. He found himself a young wife in Asia, now resides with her in Singapore, and is blessed with 2 daughters. He even teaches his kids both Chinese and English, blending cultures adeptly, and who knows, perhaps one day his billionaire daughters will marry even wealthier men, ensuring that Jim's genes remain part of high society long after he's gone. Now, that's what I call future planning. While some Asian women might settle for less affluent Asian men, others seek a different type of partner: white men. Yes, you heard me correctly. These women believe that having children with economically disadvantaged white men will open up new social circles and opportunities for their offspring. And you know what? I think they might be onto something. Just take a look at all the Eastern European men who married Filipino women. They are embraced by society, hold respectable jobs, and their sons enjoy higher social standing compared to women who married Asian men. That concludes today's discussion on Sigma traits. Don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing to my channel. Also, click on the notification bell to stay updated on my latest videos. See you next time. Cheers.